Yes, people, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV, joined by Chelsea fan Matisse.
Come on.
Check him out, link to his channel will be in the description. Matisse, you can't go to Stamford Bridge tomorrow, can you?
No, I can't.
I
can.
can't, saying? Just but you can't.
Do you know what I mean? It's tough times, but tough times never last, tough people do. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on this to all just blow over. At the end of the day, it's still a Premier League game that we've got to win, but you guys are in decent form.
Oh,
a little run putting together. Worries.
And you're on about the tough times don't last. The new times around the corner could be Saudis. You could be joining this. Could be the Saudi derby.
Yeah. Oil brothers.
Oil brothers. Saudi back consortium heavily linked with Chelsea on this fine Saturday afternoon. What's your thoughts about that? Just sum up quickly, because I bet you're sick of talking about the whole Abramovich thing, but been a bit of a mad week as a Chelsea fan, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's tough because, you know, we're trying to separate obviously club from owner at the moment. That's literally what they're trying to do with the UK government, obviously, you know, seizing the asset, taking over and looking for a new owner for us. So if we do end up with this Saudi group, which seems to be a media group that doesn't have any ties to the government or anything, you know, that's going to be UK government's decision if that goes through. And if it does and it gets passed by the Premier League, then we just have to focus on the football again. Obviously, it'd be, you know, from a financial standpoint, it's fantastic. You know, we then get to continue to be at the top. We get that reinvestment, potentially a new stadium or some sort of redevelopment. But right now, I'm just focused on Karen, the canteen lady, getting paid. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just focused on the mega store opening. I'm just focused on can I get tickets? Can we travel?
Newcastle fans could be the last away fans this season at Stamford Bridge.
Can we travel to games? That's you know, that's the problem. We've actually got like spending caps. Like, is this some sort of wedding? Do you know what I mean? So,
budget for the bride.
Yeah, so like transfer targets and all that stuff is way at the back of my mind. I'm just focused. You know, the cliche thing is in football, they say take every game as it comes. I'm literally, as a fan, taking every game as it comes. I don't know if we're gonna play again after this.
But it's a big game for both sides. I mean, Chelsea trying to solidify that third place. Newcastle trying to solidify mid-table now by the looks of 10 points clear of the relegation zone. I want to ask you what you've made of Eddie Howe's turnaround. Wow,
that's the word, is wow, man, because you guys were 19th, we were saying it on the show. You know, I wouldn't, you know, expect you to be ever dead and buried with that type of investment coming in January, but it was certainly a big task, and it needed this exact run, you know, this serious run of games where you're just completely taking no prisoners, even in Southampton midweek. A tough game, you know, Southampton have been a solid, good Premier League team this season, and you still go there and win. And for me, it's Eddie Howe's ability, and this is why you should never write off managers, even if they, you know, do go through a little rough patches. Eddie Howe's ability to get the best out of his players. You know, he's lost Trippier. That's a big part of your team. He was the captain. He was scoring free kicks. But you guys have pushed on and kicked on. It's not excuses. You know, Joe Linton's been transformed from a striker to a midfielder. The next Alan Smith, the Brazilian Alan Smith, as they're calling him. You know, Bruno Guimaraes, what a goal. You know, he's taken his time easing them in. That's very mature of him, because most managers just dash him straight into the team and, you know, swim or sink. But you've given him time. I like Newcastle. You've got a big fan base, big stadium. You know, you've been suffering with the Sports Direct for a long time. Do you know what I mean? And now you've finally got out of Mike Ashley's clutches, and you can actually now start to believe. And I think that's all. Every time I speak to a Newcastle fan, that's all they've wanted, is some sort of, you know, belief that things can go in a positive direction. I don't think you're asking for Premier League titles right now and things like that. You're just asking for some hope, and City deserves it. It's a big city. I need to go up there. I've never been up there. They're giving you plenty of compliments. Yeah, they're giving you plenty of compliments on your accent as well. I need to hear more of you. Do you know what I mean? I know you put us up in the gods when we go to your stadium. I'm yet to do all that, but yeah, man, I'm happy for you guys, and welcome to the club.
I welcome to the hatred club for years, where everyone will be seeing we're buying leagues and everything like Chelsea and whatnot. But we're heading to Stamford Bridge, Newcastle tomorrow, Sunday, 2:00. Not a great record at Stamford Bridge. Don't think we've won there since like 2012. Papi Cisse won a goal.
Yeah, remember that.
How can Newcastle get something? Obviously, you won't want this to happen, but what are Chelsea's weaknesses? Where could we look to try and capitalise on this at the minute? A lot of, obviously, with everything that's going on behind the scenes as well. Do you think that'll play a part?
I'm hoping not, because obviously, I mean, it's going on for a week or maybe even 2 weeks at this point. So I think the Chelsea players, as much as it might be affecting them, they're well accustomed to the drama now. And I think, you know, we've been decent recently, especially going forward. We've started to score more goals. Kai's started, Lukaku's not, and that's been to our you know, advantage really at this point. And for you guys, the best way to probably go about it is the best way to stop Chelsea has been for the last few years, is to set up with a low block, be very narrow, very, you know, tucked in terms of defence, and try and hit us on the counter. But the main thing is to frustrate us going forward and to stop us from scoring goals, which is not something that recently we scored some goals, but we're not renowned for scoring goals. Many games I can count that we've been that's cost us because we haven't scored goals. And that's how I look at it. Is St. Maximin ready for this, is he?
touch and go. He wasn't even in the squad against Southampton, but he started the week before. He hasn't had many training sessions. Hopefully he'll be on the bench. Maybe you see Joe Linton come back, but again, everyone, all eyes on Bruno Guimaraes after that goal, like you said the other night.
Little flick.
Hopefully you'll have one of them again. I'll just leave it with your score prediction. Also on the back of that is that Eddie Howe has a great record at Stamford Bridge. Won 3 of his last 5 there, so it'd be nice for Newcastle to get something out of it. I want to hear yours first, your how you see the game going.
I do think we'll win. I do. I think, you know, you saying earlier that you guys have got quite a lot of games. Maybe there hopefully could be some rotation. We'd love that. And we obviously need to win because Arsenal are within reaching point, you know, and we just need to comfortably finish 3rd. I think now there's a sort of galvanizing of the squad as well for us to win games because there's so much pressure coming from outside that they want to show that unity, they want to stick together, they want to show that pride. And I think for that reason right now we will put in the performance that we need to. Chelsea in this position currently where they can barely even afford the mega bus to Lille, the last thing you can do now is start putting in poor performances.
You're on the tube to Stamford Bridge tomorrow with me.
I've been saying it. They need to get very accustomed with the district line and the entire network, the TFL network, start slapping them, or their own contactless cards, not ours, of course.
What is the nearest tube stop to Stamford Bridge?
Fulham Broadway.
I'll be there tomorrow. Fulham Broadway. Me and Havertz on the Fulham Broadway.
So yeah, man, I'm going to go with a 2-0 prediction win.
2-0. I'm going to go 1-1. 1-1 for me away to Chelsea tomorrow. Cheers for joining me, mate. Appreciate your time.
Big up.
Everyone, make sure
Pleasure.
you check out Matisse, obviously regular with me on the Saturday Football Show on DA Sports. Just did a great show there again, as always. So make sure you check that out. Subscribe to Matisse, subscribe to Channel TV, and enjoy yourselves.